go anywhere. We need to have him and a few other guys really come through on the hill, and they did. But also, he's done extremely well at the bat. He's pushed his average up to .333. Got a double, a home run, and 12 RBIs. Pitching this year, he's 5-2 with a .365 so far, 33 strikeouts. Second most innings pitched with 53 2/3. Key thing, however, big, 4-0 in the tough MAC Red division with a 2.38 ERA. That is tough to do, people, in this division. For his efforts there, he was one of our 2 players who are all conference in the MAC Red. Had big wins in the Red over LCN, Ike, Stevenson, and Chippewa Valley. Offensively, his big games: North 2 for 3, Dakota 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, Portland, Clarkston. Obviously, North yesterday, that double and 2 RBIs was absolutely huge. All academic for the third quarter. Eddie's headed to K College, where he's going to continue his career, and we're going to have a tough time replacing this guy on the hill, Eddie Champagne. Abe's, number 34, Avery Duncan. Avery, I'd like to report, is one of the guys in this room that does not need to hit the weight room. If you touch this, he's like a rock. I mean, it's just unreal. He's like a rock. If any of our pitchers could have sued for non-support, here it is, right here. Appeared in 5 games for us. Just to show you, his 23 runs that he got against him, only 12 were earned. Okay. Best games by far. He had 5 innings against Livonia Stevenson, a very good team who we will see this Saturday. Talk about that later. Also another big game against Country Day. Also had a big double against them as well. I don't know how many of you knew he's a very talented artist. I've seen some of his stuff, very talented. And I'm going to tell you something that I'm very proud of and thankful of, is this kid has decided to go into the military. I appreciate that as an American more than anything else. I really enjoyed having him. Very hard worker. I don't think, again, there's anybody that worked harder in the off season or during the season than Avery. And I know that this kid is going to do well in life. I know he is, and I really appreciated him. Avery Duncan. Whit, number 16, David Whitworth. Another kid who we asked to play multiple positions, and you know, that's a tough thing. He's played some outfield, played some third base, a little pitching. You know, had an injury last year, unfortunately, that got cut short his junior year, and I know that his wrist injury, you know, at least bothered him at part of the year, but he did very well for us. 314 on-base percentage. Again, one of those players that just seemed to be unlucky, hitting the ball at people all the time. But he did have his best games against Dublin Kaufman, 2 for 3, 2 RBIs. Again against North, 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, and De La Salle also 2 for 3. Very good student. Third quarter, 4.16, 372 overall grade point average. He's headed to Michigan State also to study business. His second baseball letter. Another great kid, team player, going to be successful in whatever he does, David Whitworth. I gotta tell you, I think I've made a lot of good decisions over the years and maybe some poor ones, I don't know, but asking this kid last year as the last cut to be like a player manager was the best decision, one of the best I've ever made. I have never regretted for 1 minute having this kid on the team. Again, team player, always smiling, always great to have around. Played some outfield, pitched a little bit. His value also as a courtesy runner and pinch runner, he scored 24 runs for us. Our most used courtesy runner, by far. Best games versus Clarkston, Country Day, had 2 hits, one of them a triple and 5 RBIs in that game. Another all-academic, 3.72 in the third quarter, 3.29 overall, a second baseball letter. I know he's planning on going to Western Michigan, and he plans on flying. I got to tell you, Julio, I'll fly the Friendly Skies with you anytime. I would definitely be trusting you in that regard, no doubt. Also, as I said, a talented kid musically, very, very talented. All I have to say, Mr. and Mrs. Julio, you did a great job. Jacob Iglesias. Captains were the three-year and 4-year players for us. First one, number 28, Jack Doyle. Jack, as you know, is a 3-year letterman in football as well. Has had a great, great career at South in both sports. In 2013, give us some stats here. He's hitting .408 currently with 18 RBIs. Hit .459 in the MAC. Pitching, he is 7-4 with a 2.98, and that's very deceiving as he pitched against some very, very good teams and didn't get the best of support on occasion. 73 strikeouts in 63 in the third innings. He was our workhorse on the hill. Offensively, 17 multiple hit games this year. I was talking to the team the other day, just before the district, and one of the things I said is big players got to come up big in big games. And I could tell by the look in this kid's eye that yesterday it was going to be exactly that, and it was. Okay? That game yesterday, 7 innings against North, very good hitting team, gave up only 4 hits, struck out 7, walked only 3, was 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. That's coming up big in a big game. His career, he's a .353 hitter. He's had 16 wins on the mound. He's been all conference, he's been all district, all region, honorable mention, all state in 2012, and we'll see what happens again the rest of this year. Petey likes to use the term bulldog. Well, here it is. This is a bulldog, all right? When you want to win something, you can call on Jack. He's headed to Michigan State also, and I have to tell you, I was talking to a scout, a professional scout who was at the game yesterday, and talking about a couple players, and he's asking me about some players we played against, and so on and so forth. He's from the Cleveland Indians, and he said, "What's that Doyle kid doing? He's just going to go to school at Michigan State?" He said, "Yeah, at this point, I don't know, but I hope I can convince him to try out." Well, I hope I can. This is an athlete, I don't care whether it's football or baseball, should be playing at the next level. But you know what, if he doesn't, and he goes to school and does a great job there, that's fine. But this is a kid that I've really enjoyed having because, again, he's just such a bulldog on the field. Jack Doyle. One thing I neglected to mention, bulldog in the classroom too, 3.23 GPA. Big fish. Our workhorse behind the dish. Again, dirtbag, as Petey says. Always blocking the ball, putting his face in front of it. Just does a great job. Another one of our 3-year lettermen, baseball and football. Hit .344 in the MAC this year. Now, currently, he's hitting .305, 6 doubles, 2 home runs, 18 RBIs. He's a .424 on base percentage with 13 walks. Again, just excellent defensively at calling the game, blocking, throwing. I know a lot of people didn't run because they saw the arm in pregame. Was all district in